everyone? My name is Jimmy Perry, and you're listening to the Power Play Podcast. It's 6 in the morning. I'm in the house with other people. I apologize for the noise. When I get my own place, then you won't have to worry about me whispering, because it's weird, I know, but it's all good. So why do I struggle to maintain the correct scapular position while bench pressing? I have this problem with barbell flat bench press and a bit with barbell incline bench press. And this is a question someone posted, and I put an answer to it before, which is very valid, but it doesn't. I look back at it, could be fixed or made better, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so the previous answer was, so I had this problem as well. I mean, it was mainly due to like a lack of strength, but for other people it might be different. Like it was mainly due for me because like to my rhomboids not being strong enough, my lats not being strong enough, my chest being tight. I just wasn't strong. My triceps just not being strong enough. Poor form, which is a result of low strength for me anyway. That's what I was saying. Like it was my shoulders curved or came out of position because I was weak or too weak for whatever I was lifting. So that's, you may have a muscular imbalance. That's another, like for me, that wasn't, well, it was a part of it because, I mean, the muscular imbalance and muscle strength they're not solely, like you can have both. So, and then so I did also, in the previous answer, I went to like other sites and looked at stuff and see how they, what they said, and they were saying that a person may not be completely familiar with how like a properly retracted shoulder blade should feel is a potential reason. So the first thing is learning how do you learning how to keep the shoulder blades pulled back. So you have to strengthen, which means strengthening certain muscles in the back. So this content, like those answers came from, hold on, acefitness.org and uprighthelp.com. So also, when we use to retract the shoulder blades, we use the rhomboids and the upper traps. So you probably want to perform movements. If you want to learn how to strengthen your traps, you probably want to perform movements or if you want to improve your ability to keep your shoulder blades retracted, you probably want to perform movements that are going to strengthen those muscle groups. So how do you keep, and this is a more developed answer, so how to keep your shoulders down when you're benching. Your shoulders go up or around when the anterior shoulder muscles become too tight, or when the anterior shoulder muscles become too tight. So the front shoulder muscles is like when it comes too tight. So this results in the back muscles weakening over time. So this is where the slouch, like that curved look, comes from. We walk with a slight hunch. That's a dog. So a common cause of rounded shoulders is having tight pectorals as well. So which is why the issue tends to show itself in the bench press. And a way to fix this is to prehab the muscles so you don't have to live with the issue, and to perform chest stretches before every workout. That's what a form of prehabbing is, or like mace swings or tire, like hitting a tire or something like that, like anything that's gonna open the shoulders up, open all this stuff, because you'll be moving, so it's gonna get blood going to those muscles. If you do have the issue of rounded shoulders, you will likely have to deal with other things moving too, such as ligaments, bones, etc. And that's could open up a whole slew of other issues. So, like for instance, if the joint is scraping against something else, you could introduce, muscle tissue into the blood cells. I think that's what it was, because that happened to my hip, and that's not cool. tell if your shoulder's are rounded. Well, if you're having a hard time telling whether your shoulders are rounded or not, try this simple trick. Stand in the mirror with your arms hanging by your side naturally. If your palms face outwards, you could have a tight chest or an underdeveloped upper back, which could also mean rounded shoulders. So, thank you for listening. This dog is everywhere, and I will be leaving. Y'all hear from me next time. I appreciate y'all. All right, bye.